she mentions cool, calm, and collected, but I'm now standing in front of a room full of people I respect, and I'm going to do my very best to keep it together. Athletic training. It is a thing that is, I've always commented and mentioned to everybody that if we're doing our job right, nobody knows about us. Our reason that we do it is for the athletes to succeed, and that's what we want to have happen. We want these athletes to succeed. We do everything in our power. We spend extra time. We do the extra treatments. We get those kids in early. We do the tapings. We research what we can do to make them better, and that's what we do. And Tom Loew is the epitome of that. I have many comments written on my phone, so if I'm looking down a lot, it's because I don't want to miss everything that I wrote down. I am, honored to be here, honored to be in front of all of you. And I'm not going to look at Tom because he's going to make me cry. So stop it. Thank you. I have the honor of introducing Tom today as an inductee into this class. I've gotten to know Tom over the last 15 years, as I get to call him Tom, as the students get to call him Loew, but as he quietly prefers, actually Dr. Loew. Don't let him fool you in that matter. I'm joking, but maybe just a little. He and I have very similar backgrounds. He grew up, as he likes to call it, as a cowboy from Waukegan. I grew up in a small little farm community in East Central Illinois, and I think that is a foundation that Tom has really established here at Stevenson High School. He has been hardworking, he has been nurturing, he has been everything that you would think a cowboy would be here at Stevenson High School, and even more so. It's because of that lifestyle, I think, that made him craft this program into what he is and what it is today. That foundation gave Tom the opportunity to offer kids the wisdom that we as small town folk get to divulge to the people that maybe have a lot, maybe have more than they need. And I think that sometimes humbles those athletes and brings them into some level of perspective of how good they really have it. And I think that is sometimes just as much the physical part of injury as it is the mental part. And Tom was one of the best that I've gotten to know to be able to do that. Tom is a true caregiver, and you can tell this. He's never too far removed from that mindset ever. Like any parent and father, he always wants what's better for the kids than what he had. Nothing could be more true than this. Tom is fiercely protective and will do everything in his power, and I'm sure some of the coaches in here can resemble that fiercely protective part, to make sure that these kids feel supported, cared for, heard, and respected. I do want to take a quick moment to honor his kids here today. Kollmann and Kira. You both will never know how much he respects you, how much he loves you, and how much he brags on you. Athletic training wasn't the only thing that Tom made an impact in. Tom also taught here at Stevenson High School, and he taught here for several decades. He's been here a long time. I always make the joke he was here when God was a kid. He helped develop the very applied health curriculum that is being used today for our Stevenson student athletes. He also was an innovator and an inventor. He developed the Loew brace, which if you guys never have seen that before, it's for shoulder stabilization, shoulder injuries. As Coach Mitz mentioned earlier, it involves a lot of tubing. But by all means, it was definitely something that was on the forefront of this whole thing. There are countless other examples of achievements that Tom's had, both professionally and personally, but I only have 3 minutes. Tom, if you've ever doubted yourself about your lasting impact here at Stevenson High School, I hope this honor shows that lasting legacy. This room is a testament to your craft. This Hall of Fame class is a pinnacle of your achievement. But you treated the last kid on the bench just as you would the star on the team. And that's what makes you special. It is a true standard that I hope to continue. But Tom does have one fault. Sometimes he's too honest. When asked by high school kids and even college kids that are wondering if athletic training is a profession that they can consider to get into, Tom will be the first to tell them that you can find something else better to do. But I know that I'm glad, and that Stevenson is sure glad, that for the better part of almost 4 decades that you've been a trainer here at Stevenson High School. So thank you, Tom, for being my mentor, my colleague, but more importantly, my friend. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring Tom Loew, the member of the 2024 class of Stevenson Athletic Hall of Fame, to the stage.
That's why you make Tom Loew cry. Thank you. Frank, you think you get choked up? Hold my beer. I'm in a unique privileged position, as Tyler says, that as trainers, we get to take all the gold from all you coaches and athletes and all your programs, and whether you know it or not, we're rinsing around on our stuff and pass it back on to other programs as we're caring for their injuries and their programs and what's going on. So we get to see all your gold and take it and hopefully disseminate it where it fits. So yes, as everybody else has said, it's an honor. I feel like I don't belong here with the talent that's in this room, but here I am. So I'll read my notes, because if you think Frank got choked up, yeah, it's hard for me. I can speak in front of lecture halls full of people if I'm talking about education or health, but when it comes to personal matters of heart and passion, yeah, I'm probably the softest Harley rider you've ever met. Some would say a cupcake. So first thing I see, Mitts, thank you for giving me a shot and bringing me in, you and Ken Johnson. I remember the day I met you, and for whatever reason it resonated with you that I was from Waukegan and had some grit. Being the crier I am, I don't have Kyle's grit. I was keeping it together last night until you saw me on the field, and then that's when I lost it and came in at halftime. So thank you for your words, because they touched me. So thank you for this honor. It feels undeserved. The coaches' playful and flattering remarks all month have made this very special for me, and this week especially. But please, if one more coach says something about all the lives, or the way they would say it is, you've touched so many athletes, I'm like stop, you're going to get me on a list. No, that's not what I meant. I know what you meant. So, leading up to this week, and all the congratulations from coaches and people that have preceded me, that I've had the honor to work under and with, is the best part of my week, though, aside from all those handshakes, was watching the relief. Frank, you want to finish this for me? Watching the relief in this young man's face when his dislocated joint spontaneously reduced upon examination and went back in. Most of the docs will know what that's code for. Oh, look. It's back in place. I wonder how that happened. So anyway, so seeing that was actually the highlight of the week, along with all the accolades that were coming my way. So it's been a privilege to serve. I'm on my second generation of serving the Stevenson athletes, parents, and coaches. I'm now caring for, with Tyler and the rest of our crew, Sam and Christina, I'm taking care of the kids I took care of. Or I'm working with the coaches who were kids here when they first were on my table. So it's nice to see that evolution over time. Mr. Kadishan, who was with me on the partnership for the invention, And then, yes, reviewed by Doc Berna, the contraption to try and put people together with spit and bubble gum. We actually tried that on the younger Morrissey, making him an artificial hamstring to get him through a game with that same mindset, applying it to different things. So, yeah, sometimes we got to get crafty with spit and bubble gum to try and get them back on the fields for the coaches and for them to play. So I'm proud to be associated with the Stevenson community for a long time. So. Okay. So the cost for me to be here is the blood, sweat, and tears of all the athletes that I've scooped up. The cost would be missing some of the events, my own kids, while I was here chopping wood, carrying water. But they seem to have forgiven me for that. So I already thanked Mitz and Johnson. I'd like to thank the doctors, Dr. Kradecki, who himself is an inventor, and we use a lot of his gear today with Rydell. That's on our fields, and basically mentoring our program and other rescues around in different stations for C-spine management. And the rest of the docs, Dr. Noe, Dr. Berna, and the whole sports medicine team. This is me representing you, us. I get to be the figurehead. Thank you for you sharpening my blade to serve. Thank you. So my daughter kept telling me I should leave this part out because, you got your work wives. She's like, what's this stuff with the work wife? I go, it doesn't matter whether it's male or female. That's your partner that you work with. Like Mitch said, we're brothers and, we'll sometimes fight. You got your trainers that you work with, your work wife, whether they're male or female or whatever, work husband, work wife. And so those are the people that I work alongside with in the trenches, and I thank them. Tyler, my successor, I couldn't be happier that you are there. Thank you for this honor.